All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to our fourth episode of Off the Cuff
This is the
podcast.
fourth or the third.
This is the fourth. Maybe. I don't know. I've had one beer and I don't know, folks. Third, fourth.
Oh shit! I don't even have. Oh shit!
Look at that. I already fucking up. I just gave you one. Did you finish it already?
Oh, that's right.
Anyways,
Wait.
welcome to the Off the Cuff podcast. I'm your host.
Wait.
I am your host. This is the host. That's me, Christian Powers Ramby. With me, I have my co-host, Tyler Big O. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. How was your day today, Big O?
My day actually it was pretty good. Pretty good. It started off with again no water. I think we finally got the water shit fixed.
Nice, nice.
So it started off with no water.
Okay.
See if I can move this over here so I can stare at the camera. Okay. That was the whole problem I was trying to tell you with the whole button thing situation. But we're getting good. So I started off with waking up again, no fucking water. I thought we had it going for the fucking I don't even know the fifth final last time for the time being.
Uh-huh.
But I didn't. So we had to call the man. We had to call out the water guy.
Yeah.
The water guy finally came out and we got it going. We got it going. So how about your day?
It was same shit, different day. You know, playing around with lines, arcs, circles, shit like that. Texts. Of course, like right at the last second, it gets super busy. Like, oh, I need this before tomorrow. Blah 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 blah.
It's your work day. They just say, hey, yo.
They're like right at 5 o'clock. They're like, oh, I need this before you leave, and I'm like, it takes like fucking 20, 30 minutes. I'm like, oh, great.
Is it
But
always?
you know me, I knock that shit out, fucking like a G, like a pro. There's no problem at all. The But yeah, that was my day, and then I actually forgot to tell you this past weekend, man. I going to drop off um Megan at Palm Beach Airport, and she was like, or we were like, let's go get some coffee before we head out. And it was kind of early. It was like maybe 8 or so, because she had to leave by like before 10. I think her flight took off before 10. And so we stop at this place called Harold's Coffee. Shout out to Harold's Coffee, best coffee ever. Fuck Starbucks. Give a shout out, bro. In the business.
Oh my god.
But anyways, we're waiting in line or whatever, you know. This guy's in front of us, this big guy, like freaking 240 pounds, lean, mean fight machine. I'm like, which doesn't bother me, you know. People come in all shapes and sizes, big, small. And so, whatever, he's doing his thing, and he's eyeing me. I'm like,
How
what's
do
this?
you know that he's eyeing you?
Well, because he's in front of me, you know, you're supposed to be looking up front, you know, for when the guy says next, you know, you place your order or whatever. And he's like, but he keeps looking back at me and is eyeing me, looking me up and down, and looks, you know, is waiting for the other person in front of him to finish with their order or whatever. He does this like 2 or 3 times, and by the like last time, I'm like, oh shit, like what the fuck is up? But you know, I keep it cool. I'm Mr. Cool as a cucumber over here. I'm like, how you doing? I'm like, morning, how you doing? He's like, eh. He was like, and then he's like, what's your name? I was like, that's
He asked
interesting.
you your name.
Yeah, I was like, that's an interesting question for someone you just met. And he's like, or I was like, my name's Tristan. What's your name? He said, my name's Vaughn. And he goes to shake, or I go to put my hand out to shake his hand. He grabs my hand and like shakes it real hard. And I'm into firm handshakes. Like I give a firm handshake when I meet somebody. And he shakes it real hard and like it's kind of like pulling me towards him a little bit. I'm like, okay. I'm like, nice to meet you, Vaughn. And he was like, do I know you from somewhere? I'm like, no, this is, I don't think so at least. And I'm thinking like all this shit in my head. I'm like, damn, I hope, I don't look like the guy that's, was banging his girl or whatever. Like, all this stuff's going on in my mind. I'm like, oh my God, I'm fucked right now. And Megan's standing right there and she's like, what the fuck? Like, she's like, she doesn't know what the fuck's about to go down. And so anyways, I'm like, he's like, you look familiar or whatever. And I was like, and I asked him, like, in a good way, because I'm trying to, break, there's like a lot of tension. I'm like, trying to break the tension, like, in a good way. And he looks at me, looks me dead in the eye. He's like, no. I was like, oh shit. All right. I'm like, now I'm like on guard, like ready for this guy to swing at any moment. every move he makes. Like I'm freaking
So
analyzing it
he
over here.
didn't know you.
No, so he didn't know me, but it's then his turn in line to go get a coffee or whatever. And the guy goes, he goes up. Vaughn goes up to the counter, says, "Can I get a coffee or whatever?" And then he asks the barista, something. And the barista was like, he looks at me, and he's like, "No." And then all his whole demeanor changed. He was happy. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, man." He's like, "I thought you were the guy that stole my credit card." And I was like, "Oh shit!" I'm like, "No, I didn't steal your credit card." And he was like, I'm Vaughn. He reintroduced himself. He's like, "I'm Vaughn," or whatever. He's like, I
He
can't.
completely thought you were a whole different person
Yeah, he thought I was a whole like he's ready to
from the
smash me.
beginning. Like he
He thought I was the guy that stole his credit card. Anyways, he goes to tell me like he was in that coffee shop, a week or two prior, and he's going to get coffee or whatever. He left his card in the little like, card reading thing, checkout kiosk, whatever, because it's like the one with the iPad. And he goes and he said he left it at the thing, went and sat down or whatever, was waiting. Then he didn't realize, and then the guy right behind him, I guess, which looked like me, took his card and ran off, and then went and spent, he spent like $1,000 or something, but he was able to kind of clear it up, or whatever,
yeah.
on like dumb shit. But yeah, I made a new friend, and he was like, the barista told me, he was like, "Yeah, you guys do look alike," because I was wearing my sunglasses and a hat or whatever. He was like, "You guys look exactly alike, but the guy that stole the credit card has longer hair." And I was like, "This is perfect. This is perfect," because I was like, "That's actually funny you mentioned that, because I just got a haircut a couple weeks ago or a couple days ago."
So wait,
But he started laughing. He got a kick out of it. And I was like, "Whew."
so she actually thought, or well, oh shit, it's my fault. I'm trying to get us both now on it. Trying to do 3 transitions at once.
Oh, you're good.
But so wait, I'm sorry. Go replay that last part again, or say that last part again.
The barista said that we looked, because I was wearing my
Oh, you
sunglasses.
looked alike.
That we
Okay,
looked
that's
alike.
right. That's
He
right.
said, except the guy that did that, same kind of height, same kind of build, same kind of skin complexion or whatever. He said, but the only difference was, I guess, this guy had longer hair. And I was like, "It's perfect. I'm gonna sink break the ice or whatever." I was like, "It's funny you mentioned that. I just got a haircut yesterday or a couple days ago."
Oh, okay, there we go. That makes sense.
And everybody started laughing. It was a good time and made a new friend. But it's just crazy, like how
That's kind of how you
things can go,
are.
like things can like be like how quickly things can escalate. You don't have the right
The
information.
right, yeah, the right information, the right attitude too. I was
Yeah,
saying, being adult about everything nowadays. So
yeah,
being quick to jump, the one to throw fists.
yes, yes,
You know what I
yes.
mean?
Like imagine like I don't think I would. I don't know. I've never been in that position before, but the guy was like, when he said no, when I was like, "Is that a good thing?" Like when when he said I looked familiar, I was like, "Oh shit, this could get ugly real quick." And I'm like, I gotta be prepared. But then, with that, as soon as he got that information, I was like, "No, the guy had longer hair, and he didn't look, it wasn't him." And it was like a whole new person. I was like, I met a whole new person. I met two people within one person in like less than 5 minutes. Because I never see like this guy was like, you could tell he was fucking steaming. He was ready to
Well,
smash my fucking head into my chest.
I'm sure no one's super happy once they hear, um, yeah, no, you're here for credit card fraud or whatever. Like I don't think, um, I don't think that at all.
Nah, it was all good. I had a coffee, man. So this coffee place, whew, sheesh. That they, I usually get an iced americano or a hot americano, depending on if it's what's good. What I'm in the mood for. I got the guy was like, "Try the cold brew," and I was like, cold brew's been hit or miss for me the past couple coffee places I've been at, but he convinced me, so I try it. God damn, the cold brew, man. I tried it just a sample. It just comes out black, and you sometimes with cold brew you can like see right through it or whatever.
Yeah.
This was like staring into a dark night with no moon, no stars out, yo. You could not like I couldn't see my hand through or nothing. I was like, "Oh shit." Took a sip and I was like, "Whoo, yeah, I'm gonna need some milk with that, man. I'm gonna need some milk." Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Oh my god. So anyway,
Yeah, that was my week. I forgot to tell you that this past when I was
I know because when you were gone it was the first day that the water. See, I'm not speaking to my mic. You were gone. That was the first day that the water shit happened, right? And so then you left, and I completely was. I totally forgot. I was in my own world. I'm still in my own little world.
yeah.
Actually, I got after I got the new cast on,
Uh
my own little world. when
oh,
they
we
s-
all bro, we're
what
all in our own little world.
when they say take some time to yourself, relax and whatnot,
Yeah,
binge watch the show.
yeah.
Now I kind of get it because you know me, I can never stop moving.
I started watching Suits the other day.
So you did.
Yeah,
How do you like it?
I just watched the first episode. I thought it was dumb.
You gotta get past the first episode, bro.
I did fall asleep. That's true.
Well,
I'll try. I'll try to watch it again. Give it
the
another
first
shot.
episode of anything is always that's the pilot. It's the hardest part of any.
True. I'll give it a
The
shot.
first show of anything is always the hardest to get through. And once you can get through it, it'll happen was I actually had skipped through it and I got to the part where he was hiring him over the part of spoiler, but he had a case of weed in his briefcase and he was like, "Yeah, I'm just actually evading the cops," and that's it. That's what got me.
That's
So
funny.
I didn't know anything about the show. I was just sleeping. I woke up and I heard that part and I was like, this is the show. This is the show." So, but
I had a weird ass dream. You ever had like some fucking weird ass dreams where it's like you just wake up and you fucking like kind of panicking a little bit, kind of like you wake up and you're freaking ass out.
almost like it was that real.
Like it's just yeah, like it was real, but then like I don't know this dream that I was having is like a normal dream. Like I can control for the most part. I can control what happens in my dream, and like sometimes when shit
Oh,
gets
you're one of those people because I can do that too.
yeah the so it's like sometimes I could like fly if I really put my mind to it, but it's not always like that easy. But like I know sometimes when shit gets like if I'm having a bad dream, like I can just like kind of pretend that like I can like flood, like I can pretend there's water or something, and like it drowns everything out, and I wake
So
up.
you kind of have a I think they call it lucid. Is that lucid dreaming?
Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know what I would call
I
it.
think that'd be lucid dreaming. So you kind of have some kind of sense of awareness when you're dreaming.
I thought
And
lucid dreaming was like you can like I don't know. I thought it was just like way more like almost like Inception type shit where you're fucking like
maybe I
talking
think
to
you might be right.
people and stuff
I
like
think you
that.
might be right. Well, no, I think you might be right on that point, but I think you also have a little bit sense of like control. Like you can basically like so if I like you said if I feel like flying or like today's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. All right, I wanted to go away.
Yeah.
I want to dream about Star Wars. Here we go. Boom. Star Wars is
Okay.
happening.
N- uh,
Or if I want you to say whatever I want you to say, it's boom. I control everything in the dream.
okay.
Like
Sometimes I guess maybe I'm a semi lucid dreamer because it's sometimes like that, but sometimes the dream like is like nah, I'm in control. There'd be sometimes where I like will imagine that there's water coming in or like a flood's coming in. My dream's like nah, that ain't it, chief. It's fucking like this was that kind of dream. It was a bad dream. And I woke up freaking ass out. I had a dream. I was just chilling, like fucking, like I was just driving around, like just driving this big, like I don't know, U-Haul or fucking just big box truck, fucking around, having a good time or whatever. And all of a sudden, like this fucking, I'm just driving. I parked, go somewhere. I forgot what I was. I think I was just walking around the truck or something. I get back in the truck. And there's a fucking demon in there. And I fucking freak out. Yo, this fucking demon man is fucking. Oh my god, it was so creepy, man. Oh, fucking like it's like the Exorcist. It kind of like went back up on its like legs, and it was like crawling towards us, like, and it had like no
that's called a
face.
nightmare, bro.
It was like a skull. Well, then I like fucking I don't know why. Like I'm outside, obviously riding around, but then I fucking like run inside of a house. I'm like, why the fuck did I do that? That was dumb. I should have just kept running outside. And when I run inside this house, kind of like a maze, wherever I'm running through this fucking maze, and then like two more demons like pop around like corners, and I'm like, oh my god, I'm fucked right now. And so like this maze kind of leads me like then I'm in like a shopping center, like a Publix or some running up and down like the aisles and shit. And I'm like, all right, I'm fucked. Like I need to fucking flood this dream out or whatever. And so I'm like, I stop and kind of like get a second. I can like feel the water, like I can like see water coming up to my legs and stuff. I'm like, all right, now it's time to bail. We're about to get out of here. I see these fucking demons chasing after me. I'm like, oh fuck. I should have kept going or whatever my dream, but I fucking started running like crazy. And then I'm running. I'm thinking I'm good. I fucking, for whatever reason, there's this door. I'm like, no, I can't go through this door right now. I'm like, there's one door. I'm like, no, don't make me go through this fucking door.
Wait, you woke up in your cold. You woke up sweating.
So I woke up sweating. I'm like, damn it, I know if I go back, I'm gonna get fucked by the demons. I know if I go through this door, I'm probably gonna get fucked by something. I open the door, this fucking demon comes right at me, and I fucking like, oh, fucking wake up. I'm like this. That wasn't even the freakiest part. So the demon thing was pretty freaky, but the fucking did it cut out?
Yeah, go fix your camera.
It freaked out and I freaked out.
Oh my god. No, that's great though.
No, that's not even the story. So that's not even it. This part is the freakiest. I fucking wake up.
All right, wait, hold on. Let's see if we can get it going.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, leave us a comment if you're a lucid dreamer. Or if the demons chase after you in your dreams, maybe we can fucking fight these demons together. These demons got me today.
You hit the LV. There we go.
It's a comment if you hate when the demons chase after you in your dreams. Let us know if you know anything about fighting the demons in your dreams. I would love to know. But anyways, let me wrap it up. But so I wake up freaking ass out, and I'm fucking like flipped in my bed. Like, like how you normally lay where your head's, you usually lay in a normal spot, right? Where your head and feet go or whatever. I wake up and I'm flipped. My feet, or my head is normally where I put my feet on the bed. And I was like, that freaked me out the most. I was like, what the fuck? I wake up, I'm like, why am I flipped right now? Like, I'm looking all around me. Like, I kind of like don't recognize where I'm at for a second because I'm fucking in a different position than when I went to bed. I was like, what the fuck happened? Because like when I went to bed, I think it was like Sunday or Monday night. I'm fucking going getting shit faced and passing on the bed or passing on the floor, passing on the couch. Fucking brushed my teeth, went to bed. I wake up, I'm fucking flipped. I'm like, holy shit. That was fucking wild, man.
Dog, you need to smoke a little bit more weed before you go to bed, bro.
Oh, no, man. Shit. It's not like I did it. All I did was like fucking. Yeah, like it's not like I ate a bunch of shit before bed or like
bro, I mean,
drank anything.
I haven't had a dream like that crazy, or like any crazy dream in a minute.
I've been having dreams and it's kind of wild. I've actually been remembering some of them, like little dumb, boring shit, like fucking just walking in a field, picking flowers. Like it's like silly stuff here and there. Sometimes I get them sexy time dreams. I love those sexy time dreams, man. Let me tell you.
You wake up with a wet dream.
Yeah. It sucks though, man. I wake up, ain't got nobody to share with.
It's all right. A lonely life, it happens. I lived a lonely life. It's all good.
Yeah. Wake up, fucking wrecked, bro. Fucking goddamn.
God damn, I know it hits your heart. Fuck, man. Shit. Well, fuck. I mean, I won't lie. I'm getting through all this bullshit, even without my significant other. No, Jasmine. Oh, you haven't met Jasmine? Oh no, you did. Oh, I got no. I gotta show you Jasmine then. Kira and Jasmine don't get along.
Just keep thinking it's your hand.
Nah, so AJ brought over this blow up doll.
That's a girl.
She used to sleep in that closet, but lately I've been bringing her around, and then Kira hates Jasmine, dude.
Yo.
So yeah, Jasmine's around here somewhere. She might be deflating. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, man, that's so funny.
Shit, bro. So I got rid of the turtles.
Oh, the ones outside?
Yeah. So
Oh
somebody,
shit.
the guy, one of my friends, he just asked what was I doing on them, and I just said, not really much.
Yeah.
AK like I don't know what to do with them. I just kind of saved them out of the pools at the time. I was like, he's like, oh, I got this pond. I was like, please take them then.
Yeah.
They'll do way better than in this like 10 by 5 foot bin
Yeah.
versus whatever. Got rid of that, got the water
Yeah, they're on
going.
a better place, you know.
Yeah, the better than I didn't want them to get eaten or killed
You
anyway.
saved them from the
So
pools, right? Those are the pool
taking them
turtles.
out of the pools, yeah, the pool
Nice.
turtles. So I was doing one thing, kind of. They were inside, but turtles aren't as good to keep inside as like fish and stuff because they kind of smell a lot more.
Oh, makes sense. Yeah.
Their water needs to be changed probably way more than I should have been doing it.
Yeah.
Like right times three.
Oh
Like
shit.
probably change it once 3 days versus once a
Oh
week.
damn. Yeah, I can't be doing all that.
That was a lot. Now
Me.
and I can barely even get my hand in the water now. So
Yeah. How long do you have to wear that for?
3 weeks, and then
That's
I
not bad.
probably either have to go into a new one. So yeah, you see how it's flat right there?
Yeah.
They like bent it, so the hand was bent. They
Yeah.
went like this, and they like pushed it so hard.
Woo.
Now it should be straight. When
There you go.
should be,
Don't be
be.
fucking around.
Oh. All right. I
I've
can't.
been lifting heavy shit and fucking
Yeah.
banging it up on shit, but yeah, I guess that too.
Well,
Doctor's
good thing I'm not
orders.
left-handed. I'm good thing I'm right-handed,
Nah.
right?
Yeah, man, that's good, man. I'm glad that it's at least getting. It looks like it's getting better.
Well, I'm trying to do as much as I can. I mean, it's what it is. I can't complain
Nice.
because I still have it.
Oh, 3 weeks, man. 21 days.
Is that 21 days?
Yeah. Break a habit.
Shit.
You know what's crazy? I was heard that you can break almost every habit except crack. There's something about crack, but for whatever reason, your brain can't kick it
In 21 days.
ever.
Ever.
Like heroin, you can. I mean, that's not saying like you can never relapse on anything, on alcohol, marijuana, or whatever. But
Shit, speaking of marijuana.
the chances of you relapsing, or I guess, or the chances of you kicking crack completely for the rest of your, after smoking it once, for the rest of your life, it's like slim to none. Something in it that just completely alters your chemistry, your brain chemistry. You're like,
Something in your brain says, I need more crack.
always, I
Every
need more crack.
time. I don't believe that.
Let's get crack, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're gonna smoke crack. See,
We're gonna test it. We'll
for
tell you how it
scientific
works.
purposes only,
Scientific research.
not a scientific recommendation.
What do they say? How do they say it?
Anthony
Don't do this at
Fauci.
home. Don't try this at home.
Don't try this at home. Yeah, we'll do it for you.
You're ridiculous, bro.
No, that's it's just so crazy, like how something could do that. You know, like a drug could do that.
You know, it'd be great if you could just go grab the bong and the weed and stuff out of my room.
Me grab it, you grab it.
Well, the thing is, then I have to walk by like 7 cameras.
Edit that shit out. I don't want.
Well,
that
no,
shit.
that not.
Edit the part where I'm grabbing it. I don't want that on.
Well, no, look, because now the cameras are looking at me.
Alright.
No one even knows you move.
We're still editing this part.
What do you mean? What?
In 3, 2.
Well, what if I hold them down so great that we don't? We hold it down so great that we don't even have to edit this part out. Oh God, now they think we don't have it working. I have it working so down to a T that it's so great. Interest is gone. And then there's the both of us. It's down to such a great T. It's like it's just beyond great. See, and then we didn't even need to edit this part out because the fact that there's no reason to even edit out anything. Once you see me after the recording, after you see the edit, you'll see it. Jesus, guy.
Put the on air song on. We knew we were on air. Over.
That's my fault. Well, long story short, nobody even knew anything because of the way I can transition to cameras. It's so great.
Edit this shit out too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tristan Powers.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm back. I just had to go take a big fat shit.
That's usually what happens when you cook a pretty nice dinner.
Oh my gosh, everybody was like, oh my gosh, Cajun Alfredo, what is that? I've never heard of that before. My favorite thing to cook now.
Well, it was delicious, that's it.
I'm just so good at cooking, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
I taught you.
You didn't teach me shit on the dick.
What do you mean? It's like you've been digging in your ass crack.
Breeze. Or you been scratch my nose and now this.
Or you've been digging in your ass crack, one or the other.
I don't mind that. I do that all the time.
That's disgusting, dude.
Fucking this shit though. Ugh, smells like Febreze. That's not the normal smell. It's usually shit.
The normal smell. What's the normal smell? Wait, what's the normal smell? I'm confused.
Shit. Whatever I had for my last meal.
Oh my god, dude. Too much. I swear. Shit that comes out of your fucking mouth.
Off the cuff, man. Yeah, it was the dreams are wild. That fucking interaction was wild. Crazy, man. Yeah, life is crazy. You never know when the end could be near.
Oh yeah, you're telling the same guy that got hit by a car.
Yeah, you. You down.
Look at me now. So what?
Oh, Chris. Smoking that crack. Can you imagine when they were testing your blood at the fucking hospital? They're like, it's the fucking scanner broken. I think this shit got contaminated. They fucking. They're like, yo, what the fuck? Oh.
You put the podcast in charge of Tristan Powers, everybody. Congratulations. See what happens when you put the podcast in charge of you? Oh shit, blame the black guy.
Obama.
Anyway, so where were we?
Where were we? Life is crazy. Oh, I was just say, you know, like how they test your blood. Like if you get in a crazy crash like that, or a crazy accident like that, they test your blood.
A That was pretty good.
No,
Bud came out bueno.
no, when they tested for drug, they tested for everything. They want to see
Yeah, there
what
was
you're on.
nothing. What are you trying to say here?
There was nothing in there. Shut
What
the
are you
fuck
trying
up.
to say?
Shut the fuck up.
I don't.
You went
I
to.
don't know what you're trying to say here, but you ain't incriminating me here. Okay, allegedly. Don't forget those
This
fucking
fucking
words.
skater's broken. We need to send it back.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He said, "Oh my god, yo, there's
They're
fucking
like,
all this."
holy shit.
They fucking. Are you sure we didn't clean this up from the last?
The lab's not gonna like this result. These aren't the right.
God damn.
These results are fake and all forged.
Yeah, it's just funny, like how
These results have been forged.
life's just been a wild
Been
ride. You know what I mean?
beyond forged.
Life is a wild ride.
I've been living life pretty great though. I mean, you've been coming over. We started the pod. That's
Started
cool.
the pod, like, just crazy, like how all these things happen.
They do.
Like
They do happen for a reason though.
They happen for a reason. They happen by dumb luck. They happen, whatever. Either way, man, I love it. I'm so grateful for it. You know what I mean? I feel
Well,
like
cheers.
that's all I can do. Cheers, mate.
Just that one. I mean, you can't ask for anything better than that. It's just gratefulness.
Good friends, good food,
Yeah,
good drinks.
gratefulness. It's just like the fact that we had that opportunity to do all this is great.
Yeah.
It's great to me because I mean I'm getting broken arm here. I just sit around watching Netflix all day. So
Bro, but at the same time, it's like just chilling. You learn something new. You know what I mean? Learn something new about yourself.
yeah,
Learn new talent.
yeah.
You know, it's not just all. Like, I'm really happy for you, man. I'm really happy that you were able to come through all this shit.
Oh yeah, still getting there. Still
Yeah,
getting there.
still getting there. You're right.
Still
you're
getting
right.
there.
I mean,
But no, I
look
appreciate
how
that.
far
I
you
appreciate
come,
it.
though. You know what I mean?
I know. I appreciate that because that's yeah. When I think about it,
How far you come.
I mean that. Think about that. When I think about that, it's think about it in all of aspects.
Yeah,
All of it. Like how far I came from when I was just that little kid.
totally.
Little kid just wanting to party all the time. Who doesn't like to party though?
Exactly.
Come on.
Now we're all, it's, full of ourselves. You know what I mean?
Now we're all fucking 10 years older.
Oh, shit. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just crazy, man. Like, it's just so wild.
Time. It's crazy how time makes it. Time makes so much of a difference.
Like, if you asked me 10,
On
10 years ago, like, you could be doing a podcast with your this guy you just met. And yeah. You think about it, like 10, or let's see, 2016, so like what? 7 years ago. That's when we like met.
about seven or eight.
And this was the time I was going back to North Carolina too. It was like
And
right
well, I
around this
mean,
time.
so I mean, like if you would have went from the time of when I first met you to
We met
3
in
years,
March.
then that no, I'd have never thought we'd be doing a podcast. But after all the time that we've all the time that we've actually sit here and fucked around and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do a podcast. We could do a podcast.
Oh my gosh, man! Remember, it's just so like this house, man. It's like so bizarre to me because I remember I remember the first couple times I came here. I was like, this is not the same place. It's all done up now. It's
Well, yeah, now it's like it's dressed up. It's like
it's refined. It's grown up like us.
yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It did. It really did.
I'm like looking at it, I'm like, this is not the same house that I used to fucking get fucked up
in and dick around or in the fucking
fucking roll tits in.
yeah, no, it's definitely it matured with us. I feel like you're right.
Yeah.
I love it, and it came full circle, and I love that part of it about it too because
yeah,
I mean, who does get that opportunity like that, and share it again with people who went through the whole beginnings,
yeah.
like the beginnings. I'm talking like
Like it's just us two now. It's us two mates.
I know. Well, everybody still comes around,
That's true. That's true. They still come around.
but not as much as
But
you
out of
do.
our group, though, out of the group,
Not as much as you do, but
yeah,
everybody still kind of comes around.
yeah,
But again,
fucking,
everybody again still living their lives and
yeah, exactly.
figuring it out.
It's just crazy when we all vibe. It's like freaking just picked up right where we left
Right where
off.
we left off. It's like
I
nothing
love
changed.
that,
And I
man.
love
That's
when
so
people
great.
say that to me. I'm like, hey, yeah, okay, whatever. But it's true. The shit that's exactly how it happens.
Yeah, pick up right where we left off. Fucking hit a vibe.
I love
Have
it.
some good have some good times.
Cook. We all know how to cook. We all have their own little our different flavor palettes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people like it spicy. Some people like the grill. Some people like the oven.
I'm like
Cookie.
fucking
Little
well done
bitch.
fucking steak.
No, medium well. You're a rare dude. Dude, it's gross.
I fucking eat that shit raw.
Too gross.
Nah,
Not cooked
be
enough.
a man, bro.
Not cooked enough.
Be a fucking man. Be the
Even medium.
tap into that fucking
I'll give it medium.
instinct, that fucking Neanderthal fucking.
Medium.
I used to eat that shit raw. It'd fucking be fun, bro.
I'll give it medium.
That's not like I'm like when I eat that shit raw. I'm like, yeah, I feel like a real fucking like I get real in touch with my human ancestor. I'm like, yeah.
Medium.
Shut the fuck up. God damn, this fucking medium. Get the fuck out of this fucking guy. Fucking medium over here.
At least, man. At least, man. Come on, dude.
I've been reading this book called Sapien. Well, I just started. It's not like I've only read maybe the first 30 or 40 pages. It's not that long a book. But the guy talks about like how, pretty much how life or like how everything started, almost 14 billion years ago.
Oh shit.
Can you imagine
Not
that?
to cut you off.
I'm cut out.
Yeah.
Why don't you come and get it? Do it, bro.
I think I got you.
Don't get up. You get up. Fucking everything fucks up. I just keep cutting out though. That's fucking.
I have to get that cord. My camera might end up cutting out too. No, it might because after a certain amount of time. We're going for 45 minutes now. You're in there. All right. So I guess restart from where you were.
What was I saying? Oh, I'm reading this book. Yuval Noah Harari. Interesting book. Guy's done his research. Really smart guy, and he talks about like how we've kind of evolved from 200,000 years. We've been around for a while. Like humans, like bipedal kind of what you would think of as a human has been around for a long time.
Neanderthals and
Yeah, and it's like I never really, to be honest, I just believe what they teach you in school. It's fucking
Christopher Columbus sailed
yeah,
the seven seas.
but they don't ever talk about like what got up to the Indians or to Native Americans and stuff like that.
Oh, you
Like,
mean the pilgrims that came and they stole us on the Mayflower in
think
shackles.
before that, but they taught that. That's kind of where they start, but
I'm not from this side of the pond. I believe I belong on the other side of the pond.
what are you doing over here?
I was taken by force, not by will. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like what would make somebody do that? How could you do that to another human being?
At the time, we were
It's a dog eat dog world out there.
it's dog eat dog, but at the time we weren't humans. We were property.
No, I just mean that. I mean, there's been people enslaved for thousands of years. No one is. I would say definitely African Americans were the latest, but there was thousands and thousands of years of slavery prior to that. There was
Yeah.
and you're just the latest, the last. But there's still slavery going on today.
Well, yeah,
There's still slavery today. So
yeah, I mean, African American, Africa, apartheid, and all that stuff. Yeah, I get it.
well, I'm
But
not discounting it. I don't mean to discount it at all. But
but um, you know, uh, it happens, and it's part of history, and it's just something that we just all have to remember so we don't repeat.
That's the thing. It's being repeated right now.
Not necessarily right now in
Yeah.
our country.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
We have laws in every other country, and we can't just go and swoop down in everybody else's state and be like, or country, and be like, "Hey, yo, this is how we feel, and this is how it should be." No, that's
Yeah.
not how that works. But in our country, yeah, it's been rectified and taken care of, and that's why we're here, and that's why we're both all sitting next to each other, and we all drink from the same fountain and have the same bathrooms and yada yada. And I finally got my water fixed.
Isn't that crazy? Like, there's generations where, like, for a minute, for probably like 5 to 10 years, some of these older generations, it's probably longer, maybe almost 15 years, where it's like, which is almost a generation, like, they grew up and people were going to separate bathrooms. People were
Yeah.
going, drinking out of separate water fountains,
Yeah,
going
no, it
to
was different.
separate parts of the
It was
restaurant,
different.
separate parts of the movie theater.
They still can't. Some people can't get over that.
Like, which, like, I'm not saying I understand, but like,
Well, we weren't
that
part of
takes
that.
you know how long that takes to break. You know what I mean? Like, remember the other night we were talking about what's normal
Yeah.
for somebody like, and I'm not, that's, I'm not saying that's, should be normal. Like,
But that was normalized
that
to
was,
them
yeah,
and their
exactly.
time of society of when they're. I
Exactly.
understand that.
For for the development part of their life, and then they have to go. Pretty much, it's like
It's
saying,
the equivalence of right now. If you were to tell me I couldn't play with, I grew up, I live, out in the part of where a lot of the more white people live.
yeah,
And if you were to tell me I can't be friends with one of them, I'd be like, well, why? What happened?
yeah.
But to other
That's with
people,
anything,
that
yeah.
was because normally to me, hey, we're all friends.
I think,
I didn't see that, but
and I think a lot of people, like, for sure, once they realize that they're wrong, like, that is a progressive person right there. Like, when you've been taught something, or you've been, led down this path for so long, and then you, like, somebody's like, hey, this is, you're on the wrong side of this. You're like, whether you come to that realization or someone kind of introduces that realization to you, and instead of doubling down, you say, oh, all right, let me pause. Let me stop going down this path. Let me reorient myself. Let me figure out, which is the right way, and then boom, you move forward. That's to me, I think, would be a progressive person.
well, yeah, and also, it's hard because you're taught one thing and you're taught to believe another thing. It's almost like religion,
Yeah,
so you're practicing your beliefs so hard, and then again, let's say that one day something does come down, and it is that black guy or white person or whoever,
hmm,
whatever race, who gives a damn, that gives you your kidney, saves your life,
yeah,
holds that door for you while you're in a wheelchair or whatever,
yeah,
whatever it is that they do, and at that point it finally kicks in. It says, "Hey, we breathe the same air, we bleed the
Bleed
same
same blood.
color,
Yep.
and we eat the same food." I mean,
We fight for the same country.
yeah.
In the
So when it
military.
finally kicks in, and because it does take a while, nobody is gonna just one day overnight. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? You know what I mean? But
it's that's one of the most difficult things, is admitting when you're wrong. Like, that's for me one of the hardest things I've had to
well, who
overcome in my
who
life.
isn't? Who isn't? Nobody likes,
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you admit that you're
especially
wrong,
guys, because guys are gonna stand up real hard and
yeah,
fight their
and people will
defense.
double down on the dumbest shit
Yeah.
ever. But, like, for me personally, like, that has been the admitting that I'm wrong. Apologizing if I hurt anybody, and then moving forward from that. That's been, like, the hardest
But
part
I
of
remember
life
the
for
other
me.
day you were saying be the bigger person. Since me lately, I have to do that a lot,
Yeah, and that's the thing. You got to be the
and it
bigger.
is hard.
It is very hard to be
It
the
is
bigger
hard to fucking
person.
sit there and bite my tongue and
Yeah.
fucking
Oh yeah.
stick my dick between my legs
Yep.
and fucking go up, or my tail, should I say, fucking between my legs and say, "Hey, I'm sorry, I was wrong."
Yeah.
And the fact that you can accept that and realize and move on from it as two humans,
Yeah.
because that's how people should do it. It's not
Yeah.
like now you should be envious and spiteful and
No. No. No.
malicious
No.
towards the next
Because it
party.
just does damage to yourself.
To
Ultimately.
everybody, yeah, to
Ultimately
everybody.
to you, yes. It
Really,
can,
more to you, right? More to your
like, on the
mental,
inside.
yeah, your mental health, really. But because now you're just trying to always do that towards trying to stab
Oh, it's like,
everybody in the
yep.
back.
Planning and, like,
Yeah, I start being a little malicious.
Yep.
Don't need all that.
Machiavellian.
Don't need
Whatever.
all that. Too much worry. That's
Be-
how you get gray hair fast.
exactly. But yeah, that's I would say that's one of the things in life that's taught me is like admitting when you're wrong, accepting it, and then being able, for me to figure out the right answer, to figure out the right answer and to move forward on that and not repeat, not fuck up the
There you go. The
twice.
repeat, the repetitiveness to it,
Yeah.
and also don't get wrong with arguing is different than or a debate, whatever. Just it's different than holding a grudge, and like
That's what I think. A lot of like when people converse, I think it's hard, or at least from what I can tell, like when people talk, sometimes they get real passionate, and that's okay. Like I kind of actually like when people get
it's
passionate.
me and the Miami Dolphins.
The about anything, about sports, about politics. Like I actually like
Oh
the
God,
passion.
you and your
It's about. I mean, it could be about whatever. It could be about All I'm saying is that the passion is there, but then sometimes it like if the person you're talking to doesn't realize that, like that it's the passion,
that is
and then they
facts.
kind of like then they're
That is
like they take
facts.
it as like you're yelling at me or
Or yeah, they're taking it to a
you're
different T.
scolding me or things like
Yeah,
that.
because they don't understand that that's how we are about that.
Yeah,
That that
yeah, whatever we're
subject, that
talking about,
party
man.
type, yeah, whatever it is. I can get really intense about one thing. My Chevy,
Yeah,
Star Wars,
that
Marvel. I can get really, really into that, and some people just don't understand. They think I'm maybe like going crazy.
yeah. Now that we're talking about it, I realized with that conversation I had with that guy, I easily could have been like, what the fuck is your problem?
You
Like,
see what I'm
I could have
saying?
easily been like,
Yeah.
who the fuck are you? Like, what do you mean no? Like, when he's like, when I said, is that a good thing if you recognize me? I'm like,
That's what I was very confused about. And when you were talking about that conversation, I was kind of like, how did that go? Like, I really was kind of like, what? I was still trying to set up the OBS part, but I was kind of
but
interested
now
in
I
that part.
realize it's like if I had acted any other way
It could have
than
went
when I
south.
if I'd had slighted him, felt made the appearance that I slighted him in any other way, then it could have went really bad. And then all for what? Because then once everything calmed down, because it eventually
It wasn't even
does,
you. It was a whole
it was
different
it
thing.
was,
It
it
was a
was
whole
another
different.
guy. So like it could have been all that, was avoided. And I'm like thinking about. It, I'm like, thank God, because there's been times when I don't do that, and
You know
all this
what's
shit
really funny?
happens. I'm like, damn,
I
all
was
this
gonna
could
say
have been
there's
avoided.
sometimes I've had that. I've so had that where I'm like, wow, thank God today I felt like I was in a good mood because it was normal me. I'd have snapped on this person and been
Yeah.
like, who the fuck are you?
Yep. Yep.
But today I just decided to change my mind and I was just like, whoa, that person's having a bad day. Like, not gonna let him bother me.
Yeah, it was great. Like now I'm thinking about it, I'm like, it's great. That's another a lesson in life.
That's great.
And but yeah, that was the yeah, it's just crazy. Like learning how to communicate, that's the shit they should teach you in school, man. It's fucking
You know,
learn how to express
but
yourself.
those are the some of the so when I took business, I took a lot of business classes, and
Yeah.
I'm talking all the way from junior high, or
Yeah.
they don't say junior high, but middle school for us.
Yeah.
But I was in those those little. I went to New York and took all. I wore a suit to school,
Oh nice.
and this was seventh grade, sixth to seventh grade, or sixth to eighth grade, and then Jupiter High or wherever. I just whatever. I stopped doing all that. I just became fuck all that. I
Yeah.
didn't join a program. But like they have ROTC and
Yep.
whatever, whatever,
I did
whatever.
ROTC.
But
I was one of those ROTC guys. In
so you wear
uniform and
every
shit.
Wednesday you wear your fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Everyone's a
yeah, yeah. My buddies they would wear their scrubs or whatever.
scrubs. There's blues.
Or scrubs or
Scrubs.
ROTC. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, I guess if they're doing like a doctor or like a
Yeah, the doctor, and
nurse
then some
program
of
or
them did
whatever.
their police justice.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I think there was
We
like
also had FFA, Future Farmers of America. Y'all have that? That was up in North Carolina.
no, we didn't have that.
Didn't have that. It makes sense in North Carolina because
Well,
it's
we're not.
big
Yeah, we're
agriculture.
not farming anything down here unless it's weed.
Reefer. Shit, man. You just go to the beach, man. Go pick up a couple square grouper. Get lucky.
Shit. So
Ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know a square grouper, that is a big black bale of weed or illicit substances, controlled substances.
allegedly.
No, not allegedly. If you see one, call your local authorities. Wink, wink. Just kidding. You don't want somebody coming after you, be like, "Yo, will you steal my fucking bag of weed or whatever?"
Oh my god, dude, you got me so dead right now. Holy shit. Alright, well, my PC's running low, dude. So you wanna call it there?
We're calling it.
It's
Wow,
running low.
it's still today. It's not tomorrow.
Well, I told you I got a streamline.
Dude, fuck yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, everybody, everything, anything, and nothing in between. Thank you for joining us on our third or fourth podcast. We don't know.
Third or fourth. You're maybe in the
Leave us a like, a comment for the YouTube guys. Give your neighbor a hug and a kiss. Give us a hug and a kiss if you see us out in the street. Have a wonderful evening. Have a happy hump day. We love you. Peace, love, happiness.
God, dude. You killed
Until
me.
the next time. Bye bye. Oh, that was fun, man.
You killed me.